Can you tell me one thing in the new Gears of War game that's groundbreaking? I'll wait. I don't know what this poo-poo garbage is. It's an attempt to recapture quote-unquote nostalgia. You know, we didn't do vapes when we were gaming on our dinosaur consoles. We were ripping cigs and breaking bottles on train tracks. What's going on, guys? It's Kirby's DS Daddy acting COO and head of media for Samurai Blood Clan, back with another video. Yeah, guys, the title of this video is not a lie. I played the brand new Gears of War E-Day game for 45 minutes and absolutely hated it. I'll get right to the chase. This game was absolutely terrible. And 45 minutes is all I need to tell you this game may be one of the worst games I've ever played. If you guys don't know what Gears of War is, let me give you a short rundown that will take me probably less than 2 seconds. It is a Halo knockoff. Humans fight alien guys. Picture Halo, but take Linkin Park and put a Linkin Park skin on Halo. That is what I experienced in Gears of War. I've never touched a Gears of War game. Thought it could be interesting, and I will tell everyone here for the record, I will never ever play a Gears of War game again. You guys may be wondering why such a strong opinion? Why are you so upset? I'm so upset because I'm sick. After 45 minutes, I'm already sick of getting blasted with a shotgun. I have never played a game that is unanimously favored towards one weapon. In most games, that's considered a major design flaw. The fact that one gun is overpowered and everyone uses it. Everyone in Call of Duty throws a fit when that happens. Everyone in pretty much every other game throws a literal tantrum when that happens. But for some reason now I hear, well, that's just how the game is. That's how it's always been. We're cool with the idea that a game that's supposed to have multiple weapons to offer literally makes all the other guns obsolete and says you have to use the shotgun. Why don't we just play Shotgun Simulator at this point? I hear they got Power Washer Simulator. Why don't we just play Shotgun Simulator then? It is 2026. We have games like Call of Duty Black Ops 7. And I've got all the Gears of War fanboys. Oh my goodness, this is just like old Gears. What is with us trying to live in the past? You're just like the Halo fanboys. You just want a repackaged version of the old game. Yeah, that's cool. Hey, you want to be ripped off? You want to get charged for the same game over and over? Have at it. Not me. I actually have a palate when it comes to games. I don't have the gaming equivalent taste of a 5-year-old who only eats mac and cheese and hot dogs. You know, excuse me for having more that I'm interested in than a repackaged game. Can you tell me one thing in the new Gears of War game that's groundbreaking? I'll wait. I'll leave the comment section open for y'all. There's something also wrong with your game when your character moves and functions like there's a literal magnet fastened to your pee-pee crotch. Because I will show footage here of the dashing. Do you think real Marines move like this? Do you think the Navy Army SEALs, Rambo Team 6, all these guys, do you think they're moving like this when they're out on special missions? And this is supposed to dethrone Call of Duty? This is the game that's supposed to challenge Call of Duty? At least Call of Duty has the endowment program that gives back to veterans and respects veterans and actually simulates and tailors their game to simulate real combat and is arguably probably the most realistic milsim on the market. I don't know what this poo-poo garbage is. You know, not to mention too, there's something to be said about the player bases. I've been in multiple Gears of War lobbies that just had rude people. People that, when I explained my frustrations to them and pointed out the things that I thought were silly about that game, they were upset by it. They were mean to me about it. Oh no, someone is attacking our repackaged game. You know, what I will say, being acting COO and head of media, second in command of the Samurai Blood Clan esports organization. I don't take my role lightly, being second in command of a literal esports organization. But what I will say, coming from a Call of Duty background, is, in all honesty, the Call of Duty player base just shows a magnitude more maturity than any Gears of War player that I've ever come in contact with. Most of these Gears of War players are 30 to 40-year-old grown adult men who are revisiting the game for a nostalgia trip. Hey, that's cool. That's fine. And these are the guys who are probably still smoking cigarettes, which we don't support or agree with cigarettes or vapes, but you know you're talking to an old head if they're still smoking cigarettes. Let's just put it that way. And I've encountered a few, and I've tried to get them to quit in the Gears of War lobby. And that leads me to my next point, is I just believe that these 40, 50, 60, 70-year-olds who are revisiting Gears of War because it was something they played in their childhood in the way past, it is evident and clear that there is a major skill gap. These are the same people who want to go back to Call of Duty, who want to have the nostalgic feeling of Call of Duty, get on a brand new Call of Duty and realize this is not the Call of Duty I grew up with. Things have changed, things have adapted, things have evolved in the Call of Duty universe, where I would say majority of the pro COD players, especially the ones that we manage, JT Fireshot, Joe Dozer, Razor Zane, would put to shame any old, even professional old Call of Duty player. That's because the game's innovating. That's because the game's growing. It has become the greatest milsim on the market and the greatest competitive milsim on the market. That's a testament to Activision, and that's a testament to the Call of Duty esports community. Constantly growing, constantly adapting, constantly evolving. But here you have these Gears players who grew up, have a wife, kids. I think I'm gonna boot up the old system and rehash some nostalgia. But if they mess up my shotgun, I'm gonna throw a fit about it. I'm gonna go psycho, nuts, throw a fit. If my game's not like I remember it, if it's just not a shotgun love fest, you're gonna hear about it and I'm gonna throw a fit. That's what Gears of War has essentially become. I feel that Call of Duty requires a whole nother level of tactical awareness that Gears of War just frankly can't keep up with. Most Call of Duty players have such a level of tactical awareness that I would put them on a similar level to Special Forces, Special Ops. I know guys who actually went through the process of signing up and applying to be in Special Forces after their experience / retirement in competitive Call of Duty, decided, you know what, I think I'll try my hand in Special Forces, Special Ops, and got turned down not because they lacked the knowledge and skill sets, mainly because they exceeded either weight limits or got denied for cognitive and or physical abnormalities. So again, it has nothing to do with their understanding and awareness of tactical scenarios. I don't think they can be beaten. I don't think any Gears of War player could ever beat a Call of Duty player in that area. You know, and what is this third-person bullcrap? You know, and maybe I'm crazy for saying this, but last time I checked, no real military marine, military SEAL op, Rambo op person in the military army has the ability to go third person. That's just frankly not realistic. And I'm sorry to be that guy, but I am going to be that guy. You want to make a game that's going to compete with Call of Duty. And then you go and you put giant alien men in your game and make it third person. Yeah, nothing says real life like that. Just to be clear, this is my opinion on all of this. But I do believe my opinion is the right one. I do believe that I am 100% right always in my opinion. And that might upset a lot of people that I just said that. But I believe that I have the true one right opinion. I believe I am accurate and right on everything that I assess. And I don't think anyone can debate me. I think I'm right. When you know you're right about something, that's just end of story. It's 2 + 2 = 4. I believe I have the answer. The answer is this Gears of War game is not as good as Call of Duty. And it's an attempt to recapture quote-unquote nostalgia from 50 years ago when all these 50 to 70-year-old Gears of War players were in their quote-unquote prime. You know, we didn't do vapes when we were gaming on our dinosaur consoles. We were ripping cigs and breaking bottles on train tracks, and then we'd come home and play the Gears of War. Alright, cool, Grandpa. No one asked. And I do want to just wrap this video up because I do have to get to my first tumbling practice that I'm going to be trying out. But I want to be very, very clear before I close out this video. Do not ever comment or ask me to play another game like this again. I wanted to branch out and try something new. I will never do that again. I will not, and the Samurai Blood Clan will not play another game that's structured like this. We do not like to play shotgun simulators. It is a waste of our time, our talent, and our cognitive abilities. But anyways, guys, that's all I got for you. I want to hear what you guys have to say. What are your thoughts on Gears of War E-Day? Let me know in that comment section. Guys, please remember to like and subscribe. It helps the channel grow greatly. Please remember to follow us on all of our socials. And with that, guys, this is Kirby's DS Daddy, acting COO and head of media for Samurai Blood Clan, signing out. Thanks, guys.